Rappers and music producers, are you a SLASH-A-HOLIC? What is that? Let's talk about it. Rappers and music producers, one more time, are you a SLASH-A-HOLIC? What is a SLASH-A-HOLIC? Is that like somebody that loves a certain rock band? No, that's not a SLASH-A-HOLIC. Is that somebody who plays football? And no, you got it wrong, man. A SLASH-A-HOLIC, I just made that word up. But basically what it represents is this. Somebody who is a slash everything. You see it very much on Instagram. You see somebody who says, I am a model, slash producer, slash, what else? Slash, custom sneaker designer, slash, cook, chef, slash, tour manager, slash everything that you could possibly be, and slash everything. These folks are very, very prevalent within music, especially as hip hop artists. Look, I understand having to wear multiple hats. You are talking to the man that needs to unload some hats, because I myself am obviously the producer, the rapper, the videographer on some days, a video editor, the professional speaker, the graphic designer. And for the most part of my career, at least the beginning of it, I had to be that. So this is why I understand a lot of folks who are SLASH-A-HOLICs. But let me tell you what I am learning at this point now, being a good chunk of years into my career. You can't do it all your damn self forever. Not when you want your career to experience some growth, not when you want to see what the next level of your career looks like, the next threshold of your talent, the next threshold of even your financial stability. You can't do it all yourself. Here's a few reasons why I say that you can't. First and foremost, there is no power like the power of community. There is no power like the power of teamwork, especially when you got the right team members. There's no power like being able to, have something that you could do. You have the ability, but to give to someone who has the ability to give it 100%, when you may be just like, a lot of cell phones of teenagers who be on social media all the time. Your battery is like at 10%. Kind of straddling the fence between 10% and 9 and 8. That's literally your body, because you are pushing yourself in too many directions. You're giving your energy in too many different directions. So what I suggest to the SLASH-A-HOLICs out there, it's time to start unloading some of those. It's time to start putting it in the hands and I know it takes a lot, because this is your baby, this is your art, and you want to represent it the way that you want to represent it. From somebody who's a control freak just like you, look, you have to understand, you have to unload some of those hats. You cannot do it yourself. Another disadvantage to always wearing multiple hats is that you do not give one skill set enough time to get its just due to develop itself. If you're constantly doing, if you're a producer and you're a rapper, that's pretty common nowadays, but producer, rapper, graphic designer, social media specialist, this, when you're doing all of these different things, you're taking away from the one thing that probably introduced you to all these fields to begin with, and it's your God-given talent. You're taking away from that. To me, it may appear to yourself and it may appear to your peers that you are hustling beyond measure. You're grinding like crazy. Nobody is grinding like you. It may look like that, but what I call that is the bicycle on its side theory. I'm just making stuff up today. Basically, it's like taking a bicycle, sitting it on its side, and then just riding those pedals as fast as you can. It may feel like work. You may even break a sweat, but you're not going anywhere. And how many of us do that? How many of us confuse the grind, the hustle for, actual progress when we're not actually making progress? We're just progressing at the idea of being busy. But being busy is different from being productive. I could give you a bunch of busy work right now. Shout out to the homie Busy Work. I didn't even mean that. But I can give you a bunch of work that just makes you busy, but that does not entail that you'll get any closer to your actual goal. And I think that's what you really have to understand that you're serving at the end of the day. So all the slash-aholics out there, start to remind yourself, what am I actually out here trying to serve? What am I actually trying to reach for? You know, I think a lot of times we misconstrue the DIY nature of the independent artist who does have to wear many hats in the very beginning. We misconstrue that as, you know, this is what is needed, it's what's required. And in the beginning, you can make an argument for that. But as you start to expand, you'll realize that you're not spending as much time as you could on certain things. So even for me, as when I was the rapper, you know, to me, this was the easiest one for me to unload because I had been doing it for so long. And for me, it did not represent the spiritual growth that I wanted to have. That was more important to me. You got to really start prioritizing the things that really, really mean the most to you. Yes, it's dope that you do your graphic design, but sometimes your flyers are going to suck because you're not the one to make flyers. You're not a graphic designer. You know, yes, you can do a lot of things with phone apps nowadays. That does not mean that you do not need to put that in the hands of a professional. Here's the thing about it. You'll experience, and I'm going to tell you from my own experience, you'll experience those times where you are so, I don't know, so adamant about, I gotta get that control back. They're not doing it the way that I want to do it. You're going to experience that. But then once you have patience with somebody else, which is really what this lesson is about, having patience with you, having patience with the process, when you allow somebody else to do the work, the amount of stress that unloads off of you, the amount of fluidity that you feel going on when you have a cohesive team in place, the amount of just freedom that you feel to now grow the other ideas or grow the bigger picture of what you actually set out to do. You are now, you know, all the entire ramp is clear for you to take off. You know, but you're not going to get that trying to do every single thing just because you can do every single thing. You know, I think it's important for you to learn some of those skill sets. I think it's important for you to learn some of those things that you take on, so that you're able to give educated suggestions to somebody that you may delegate the responsibility off to. But you cannot do it all yourself. For the person that wrote his book, for the person that narrated his book, from the person that wrote everything that's in that book is nothing without my editor. Shout out to Chris. Without Chris, that book is nothing without my editor. Right? It's something in there, you know, but it does not have the structure that is required. Two heads are better than one. You know, and if you're in a situation where you don't have the support and you're like, man, I wish I can get around some support, have patience with the process. Keep working. If you have to wear every hat right now, do it. But realize that there is a ceiling that you're going to reach. There's a threshold. Right? If you do not find some way to delegate some of those responsibilities, you're going to forever be working yourself until you are completely beaten tired, and you will never reach the level that you ultimately want to reach. Not until, you know, you ever see somebody that you're like, man, all they do is that. Like, they're not even that tight at what they do. But guess what the difference between you and them is? The fact that they chose to do that one thing and focus in on it. The reason why, you know, maybe this is a little bit before a lot of y'all generation, but the reason why Dennis Rodman was one of the greatest defenders and rebounders is because that's literally all he did. And he probably saw very early, I'm not going to be a scorer out here. I don't score very well. But I tell you what I can do. I can get to that ball. Pause. He knew he can get to that basketball. He knew that he can get out there and rebound like crazy and play defense. And he made up for all of his other weaknesses. Why? Because this is something I've said before. He didn't focus on trying to strengthen his weaknesses. He focused on, what are my strengths and how can I make them stronger? How can I apply steroids to those strengths? Because whatever you're put here to do, that is what you're put here to do. Do that first. Focus in on that. And if you get the opportunity to start delegating, have patience with people. That was a big difficulty for me, because for me, I'm a perfectionist. And if I hold myself to a certain level or a certain bar, I expect everybody else that I'm working with to be at that too. But you have to have patience with people. Everybody has a different vision. And if you have such a vivid vision in your brain, sometimes you got to create it first as an example and show people along the way, but you can't expect everybody to just operate like that. You know, and if you're in a situation where you're not seeing the support, you're not seeing people that want to help you, continue grinding, continue being a slash-aholic, but have patience with yourself, have patience with the process, and take on the things that actually represent your bigger picture. You know, there was times where, because of my skill for learning things very fast on the computer, I became pretty good at graphic design. Good enough to where people wanted to start taking my time as a graphic designer and doing work for them. And it happened very fast to where I ended up looking up and saying, this is not what I came here to do. I just did this because I had needed graphic design for my music to be promoted. This is not what I came here to do. So be very careful. There's other flip sides of that story. I know a producer that was pretty good at production, and he decided to do his own graphic design. That ends up being his primary business because that was really his skill. His skill, he loves art, he loves music, but his skill was really for being a graphic designer. And sometimes you got to be open to having a shift instead of just being a slash-aholic. Sometimes it's just telling you, you know, you're trying on different hats until you find one that don't just fit, but it make you look real good, right? It makes you feel good to wear that hat. You know, if you're a slash-aholic right now, start unloading those things, start trying on those hats, and understand that you cannot wear them all and think you're gonna walk through a doorway. Progress is represented by focusing on one course until success. That is the acronym for focus. Follow one course until success. And I suggest you do the same thing. Unload those hats and attack. Once again, it's another Curtspiration Doodle. You need some more of this juice? Please subscribe to the channel below. Be a part of the notification gang. If you have any suggestions for any future Curtspirations, go to CurtisKingBeats.com/Curtspiration. Send something in a suggestion box or thumb up one of those suggestions that already fell into there. We'll get to it as soon as possible. Once again, my book, The Prosperous Hip Hop Producer, is available now. You can find that on Amazon. The audiobook will be available very soon. The Kindle versions will be available soon. Even the hardback will be available very soon. Coming back to the topic at hand, unload some of those hats. You know, there's not a need to have to be every single thing. In the very beginning, it may feel like that, and you may need to do that just so that you can get things done, you know, because nobody believes in your dreams like you. But what happens is that when you start to work, you're going to attract the attention of people who are understanding the language that your work ethic is speaking. You'll attract them, and they'll say, look, I know you do a lot, but I can help you out with that. And I would love to because I admire your work ethic. Be able to accept that help. Take your pride, put your ego off to the side, and say to yourself, you know what? I would gladly accept that help. Here's the way that I like to do things. Here's the fonts that whatever it is that you're into, this is what I use. Share it with them. Have patience with them, because when you learn that new skill set, you already learned the skill set of how to do everything on yourself. When you learn the skill set of delegating, you're going to see the greatest growth and change in your life that you've ever seen. In this life, you will not be full of life until you decide to live life to its fullest. Curtis King of CurtisKingBeats.com.
I can't listen to you. When I listen to you, it's a liability. Cause you be mentally killing my inner energy. So I'm concealing my feelings before you injure me.